What has meditation got to do with nutrition, health, and fertility? Everything. The way we do food is usually a reflection of the way we do life. And when we start to bring in more consciousness into our life through meditation, we cannot help but bring in more consciousness also around the way we do food, how we eat, what we eat, how what we eat has been grown and is impacting this world, what practices I'm supporting, what effect that food is having in my body, how my body is responding to the different foods. Usually when there's compulsions around food, when we're eating fast, it's to compensate some sort of inner turmoil. We're trying to cover up emotions, to numb ourselves, to escape from some sort of uncomfortable reality. And so when we start to become more aware of our inner world, of our physical sensations, of our emotions, of our thoughts, when we start to slow things down, to breathe more, this alone transforms the way we relate to food and to body, because we become more aware of all these underlying movements. And we learn to just be with them, to hold space for them without judgment, without needing to change anything immediately, without suppressing. This also allows us to become more aware of our true needs and desires that before we might have not allowed to be there. Also when it comes to food. And we might notice how we might have been coming from the mind before, choosing food based on what we have heard or read, rather than truly listening to what our body is asking for, tuning into how the food really feels in the body. And we might notice that some food that we have been eating doesn't at all sit right, and that there might be other foods that we have not allowed ourselves, that the body would actually crave. And by developing that capacity to just hold space, we can become curious and really learn so much about our inner truth. And so then there's no more need to compensate. So what we are really doing is evolving our inner masculine from a rather immature expression of controlling, suppressing, forcing, to a more mature expression of pure consciousness and awareness that simply holds space and allows everything that exists in us to be. And that transforms the relationship we have with our feminine, with our body, with food, with our emotions, with the earth. And this will also be reflected in our outer relationships, which of course are crucial when it comes to health and fertility. So these are just a few ways how meditation impacts in a positive way our relationship with food, body, and this planet.